Do you suffer from the same problem that I do, where you get a nice account that follows you, and out of courtesy you follow them back, only to find within a week or even days they've unfollowed you? And that is so annoying. And what can you do about it? By the time you've realised they've unfollowed you, you'd forgotten who they were. So the last thing you really want to do is go through all of the people you're following to check to see if they're still following you or not. And even worse than that, you wouldn't really want to use a third-party app and be at risk of being put into insta jail or having your account suspended. I've worked out a way to be able to compare the people that you're following with the people that are following you, so that you can check to see who's following you and who isn't, and you can tell if someone's unfollowed you. In this video, I will go through that process and show you exactly how you can do it, and you can find out who's no longer following you. It's best done if your account is perhaps less than 1,500 followers, because if it gets bigger than that, it takes too long. However, I have done this with an account that's got nearly 4,000 followers, so it can be done, but it just needs a bit of patience. And doing it this way is much better or much quicker than if you had to do it individually one by one. So follow along with this video. Take some time to watch and maybe re-watch how I'm doing it, and have a go for yourself. So first thing to do is go to your main profile page on your account. I've picked the account for Tamsin. She's one of our group members, and she's got a nice, reasonably sized account that won't take too long to go through this process with you. So what you want to do is click on the followers. So you open up this box and then scroll down to the bottom. Unfortunately, you have to scroll down. You can click here and then press the page down button, and it just keeps scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. This is the long bit. This is the thing that takes the time. So you've got to scroll right to the very bottom. So as you imagine, if you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of accounts to do this to, then this bit could take the time. Once you get to the bottom, right to the very bottom, you've got everything you need. So you need to click Control A to highlight everything or to select everything, and Control C to copy. Once you've copied the data from Instagram, open up an Excel spreadsheet, open up a new spreadsheet, click in the cell, click paste and paste special, paste text. This will paste all of the names into a spreadsheet. So you've got them all listed in a long spreadsheet as so. So what you will find, you'll get all the stuff that appears on the screen which you don't need. This is not very interesting. So first thing to do is go down this list until you can find the word followers, and then click and delete all of that information. Once you've done that, you can then click on column A, click on data, click on filter. So what you want to do is filter this list and filter for the word profile. So you will then see it comes up with profile picture, and these are all the names that you are following. So copy that and put it into a new page so it's ready to be compared. You've selected all the followers. Now you have to select all of the people you are following. In Tamsin's case, she's following 5 more people than who are following her, so it's a similar size account. So once again, exactly the same process. I'll click on following, start scrolling down until I get to the bottom, and once I do that, I do a Control A to highlight everything, to select everything, and then I will do a Control C to copy it. I'll once again copy all that into a spreadsheet, filter all that onto for profile, and then I'll copy the whole of that list and place it beside the other list that I've made earlier. Once again, Tamsin doesn't have a very large account. She's not following huge numbers of accounts, so this part is fairly quick. So I Control A, Control C, and then I go to Excel and paste it into the Excel sheet. In Excel, I go to worksheet 3, I select the column A and the cell A, and then I paste the accounts that Tamsin's following here. Exactly the same process. I will select all of this stuff we don't need, go down to the word following and delete that, put a filter on that column, data filter, filter that column for the word profile, and then that will give me all of the accounts that are now following. I can then put that data into this table, and now I can compare the two. Now compare the two columns. So click on A and B, highlight them all. Click on conditional formatting, highlight cells, cell rules, and duplicate values. I can read. This takes a second to do it because it goes through the whole of the spreadsheet, and there you have it. So what we can now do is highlight these. We can then put a filter on these as well. So all of the people that Tamsin in this case is following but are not following her back, we can then filter this on anything that isn't a color. So we know that anything is in pink is both a follower and a following. Anything that's not a pink is not follower and following. So in this case, we're looking at who Tamsin's following and if they're following her back or not. So we filter on no fill, and that tells us who is not following Tamsin back. On my super old computer, this bit can take a little while. What you can do now is remove this text just to make it look a bit cleaner. So if we select that piece of text, go to Home, go to Replace, and we will replace that text for the whole of this worksheet. Paste in to replace, and then replace all. And in this case, there was 178 replacements. That's over both the columns. So I can click OK there, and I can highlight all these accounts that are not following Tamsin back, and we can see exactly how many there are. Let's get to the bottom. And there's 89 out of 337 accounts that are not following Tamsin back. So she can quite happily remove those if she wants to, or obviously she might like to keep those accounts. That's fine, that's up to her. And that's how you do it. Thank you very much for watching, and massive thanks for Tamsin, who doesn't know that I'm using her account as an example. And I hope you don't mind, Tamsin, and I hope it's useful to you. And if you watch this video and you see Tamsin's account, please give her a follow because she's wonderful and she's a massive part of our groups. And finally, if you want to get involved in the challenges, go to the website abronic.com and have a look to see if you're interested. But once again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It'd be really helpful. And thanks again.